How to make and keep passive income without getting scammed. Passive income is generally income that you're able to make regularly, even while you're not actively working. Passive income sources include things like interest on savings or investments, rental income from real estate, and investment dividends. The goal of passive income is to create more time in your life to pursue the things that bring you fulfillment and happiness. Basically, it's the opportunity to live your life on your terms. While passive income isn't always easy to come by, there are several ways to build it and achieve financial freedom faster than you might think. It's fascinating to watch a video of a guy who trained his pet bird to pick up coins and bills on the street and bring them back to his drawer. People are trying to replicate passive income in the real world, thinking it is the same. They spend thousands of dollars on programs that promise to build the money machines of their dreams. All they have to do is turn it on and sit back. Yeah, they're drinking Mai Tais on the beach in Bali. As you might think, that's not the way things work. During this video, we will define what passive income actually means so you don't make the same mistakes. In 1997, when Robert Kiyosaki published Rich Dad Poor Dad, it was one of the best financial education books available. The premise of the book is that the poor and the middle class work for money, while the rich lets money work for them. Though technically true, the phrase "don't make money work for you" doesn't tell the full story. Making money work for you is as tempting as it is deceptive. The article assumes that A. You have tons of cash lying around, and B. There are lots of opportunities to 10 times your money with little effort. Kiyosaki's concept of passive income is prohibitive to those with poor credit histories and those with no income. It's still good advice. It's just not applicable to most people. People started to getting addicted to passive income over the years. Their opinion is that it's a great solution that is simply too good to ignore. Do a little now and you will make money while you sleep for the rest of your life. In life though, it sounds too good to be true. It probably is. Well, start by looking at the definition. Passive income is a revenue stream that comes from sources you don't actively control or manage. You do nothing and money comes to you. The definition is somewhat vague and loose because the term was primarily promoted by bad actors. State regulators are not even in a position to clarify what passive income actually means. Online financial education industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry based largely on bullshit and false promises with the phrase passive income as its crown jewel. This job requires no experience, is done from home, and anyone can do it. But in order not to be duped by deceptive claims, you need to first understand how "passive income" works, the only legitimate passive income. There are only two revenue streams that resemble the definition of passive income: investment and real estate. These are the only two things that will create any type of revenue for you, which requires minimal involvement from you. It can be a little confusing and riddled with scammers, but in terms of investing, it's actually not too difficult. It means you buy stocks in a company and wait for it to grow. After waiting, you can sell it for a profit, and that's about it. A more detailed description of this topic might give it more depth, but for now, this is the general idea. The mechanism for investment in real estate is no different. You buy it now in the hopes that it will appreciate in value in the future, then sell it at a profit. Buying an asset is the only way to make passive income, requiring little to no involvement on your part, other than the act of purchasing the asset. Anything else is not passive income. There is a major issue in passive income, which is that people confuse it with revenue streams and act as though they are easy to generate. Passive income versus revenue streams. Passive revenue streams doesn't exist at all. In fact, quite the opposite is true. Building good revenue streams takes a lot of work. No one will just hand you one. Consider renting as an example. The most stupid proof way to build revenue stream is to buy a property and rent it out. It works so well because it has both sides. The property will appreciate in value over time, and you earn rent. Just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. To purchase a property, you must have a necessary capital. Then you must know the housing market in your area. Then you must make the property rental ready. Then you must estimate your investment return. What's the quality of Airbnb in your area? Then you should find a team to manage your property for you if college students are actively looking for long-term rentals. This is the only simplified version of the long list. there are many more items to list. Since we own a few properties, we know this to be true. Building a revenue stream requires a great deal of time and effort on your part, especially early on. In time, your involvement will reduce to maintenance, but there's a long way to go. Furthermore, you should keep in mind that as you build this revenue stream, you will make zero money. There is a waiting list, and it can take some time to get things moving. We don't want to scare you, but we do want you to understand how things work so you don't fall into the same trap that countless other people fall into every day. Now let's take a look at 3 kinds of revenue streams and how to build them. For ease of understanding, we'll categorize them separately. So there are volume-based revenues, and that's the most basic form of earning, and this category includes everything you do for a third party to sell on your behalf. An example of a third-party creation are the stocks you find on the most popular trading websites. For every person who downloads your content, this business model is based heavily on how many people buy. If you're a photographer, for example, you'll need many high-quality photos hosted on these websites. The more content you create, the more chances you get for someone to buy your work. And in the crowded world of content creation with no barriers to entry, you'll compete with other content creators in low-income countries with little to no jobs available. In general, there are downsides to these options, such as most websites offering royalty rates between 20% and 60%, with photographs costing as little as $1, which leads to earnings as little as pennies. You'll also list here everything defined by low commission and high volume. It is similar to the first model, except that you are more focused on quality than quantity. Think of this as a masterclass where industry leaders teach students the nuances of their craft. Just remember, trash is neither tolerated here. You either know what you're doing or you're out. For people with a skill set that can be taught, this is a very good way. If you're really good at something, then teaching others is an excellent next step. And 3 ways of getting a larger ownership. One is building a product of your own and selling it to the masses while also using technology. In other words, what building a business means is developing a stream of revenue, and it's far from being passive, but doing well if you have 7 streams of revenue with a monthly average of around $10,000. Now, to conclude this video, some important notes to remember. The closest thing to the definition of passive income is investing or real estate. Other things can be called extra revenue streams, and each one takes work, knowledge, and skills to be created. It is not possible to passively create a revenue stream, and there are many people who earn a living off of multiple revenue streams. As you've learned from this course, there is no requirement that the work would be executed as part of corporation, and there are many ways in which you can enter this world. If you go for volume, take time to find the best affiliate offers with high commissions that offer 40% or more. Take time to learn as much as you can. So if you're shooting for a high quality experience, and you're here to create lessons for others to enjoy and make it your full-time profession, that's for another video. To show our appreciation for making it this far, we have a few pieces of additional information for you. First off, there is one more way to learn a passive income with cryptocurrency stacking. It's either a complicated process that will leave you confused or a simple process that you will easily grasp. The way this works is that you're placing your coins on the blockchain and securing them for later transactions. And because you're adding security, you'll be earning coins over time. The drawbacks of this scheme is that if you do not do the required homework and research, you will most likely lose all of your money. So first of all, the tokens have to be purchased and not withdrawn for a set of period of time. And secondly, you have to have a sizable amount on your account in order to receive much in the way of rewards. This fact is more appropriate for people who already know something about cryptocurrency and are active in the markets. But as we said before, it can take up to 100 hours to educate yourself on a topic. If you have to invest your money somewhere, invest in yourself. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment.